Are on the list.
Joey! Joe! Hey, Joe!
Just a second.
All right, babe. So kind, so caring, such an amazing dancer. But seriously, enough about me. We're here today for Kristen and Matt. First of all, I'd like to thank Dr. Joe and Gail, Nancy, Tom and Nadine, and all of the friends and guests and family for coming out and joining us today. I'd also like to give a special thank you to Mr. Jacob Best. And you might not be familiar with him, but he immigrated from Germany in the 1840s to Milwaukee, founded a brewery, which went on to make Pabst Blue Ribbon beer, which gave Matt the courage to first talk to Kristen, and clouded Kristen's judgment just enough to think Matt was charming. Now, before I go any further, I should introduce myself just in case you don't know me. I'm Joe. Hi. I've known Matt, or T-Matty, as we like to call him, since about kindergarten. Now, this was, as a high school wrestling phenom. I can still remember being half asleep in the back of the Love Boat as Tom Cruise drew red lights to get us on time to a soccer tournament. Now, I'd just like to share a quick story. It's going to put us back in the summer of 2003. Matt and I had just graduated from college. I'd finally come to the realization that I wasn't going to be his agent or manager, as his child modeling and acting career never panned out. You've seen the Dreamboat Steamboat video, you know why. Now, at this time, Matt was driving taxis on Martha's Vineyard. I was delivering pizzas on the Jersey Shore. Our families were very happy their degrees were getting such good use. However, we did learn a couple important lessons, like how to show up for work hungover, how to make it through those shifts hungover. Comes in handy later in life. Now, we were planning a round-the-world trip at the time when Matt broke the news to me. He had met Kristen last semester in school. He was going to continue dating her while we were traveling for about 9 months or so. Now, my first response probably shouldn't be repeated in front of women and children, but I took a deep breath to trust Matt's judgment, and I said, Matt, you know, as long as she makes you happy, she could even be the one. Now, we'll fast forward to about 6 months later. We're in Malaysia, working on our tans by day, dancing by night to a reggae band that played the same 3 Bob Marley songs over and over again. You would have done the same if you were there. Standard night, you know, the night's over, we're ready for the next late night adventure, and Matt's nowhere to be found. And finally, I find it the next morning. I said, Matt, what happened to you, going to a late night art exhibition or poetry reading, whatever it is. And he explained to me that he needed to talk to Kristen, somehow figure out how to use a Malaysian payphone, survived over 2 hours on the side of the highway speaking to her. And I decided if he chose that over hanging out with me, this truly could be love. And once we returned, I was thrilled to get to know Kristen as well. Now I count her as one of my close friends. And if there's one thing I learned from Matt, you don't want to mess with her when she's hungry, so I'm going to wrap this up.